Okay, my name is Kerwin Stovall Williams. I began writing science fiction I had been wanting to write a book for a long time, and I finally got up the discipline to actually sit down and start writing. And the first book, which it's not a long novel, it's a medium-sized read, and it is it's a science fiction work concerning time travel, quantum mechanics, space travel, engineering, and computer technology. And in the while my characters were developing, I found out I had a lot of research to do. So in my research, quantum mechanics grabbed me. So my character, the lead character, Dr. Paul Price, embodied a whole lot of angst due to current world and situations, morally. And as a result of developing that character, a whole lot of moral indictments came into play, and his view of the world became jaded and crass, and but at any rate, that's the reason for his invention. That's the whole fuel behind that's his motivation to do what he does, and inevitably he succeeded, and that success paid a terrible price, but hence Paul Price. But at any rate, the book is called The Odyssey of Dr. Paul Price, Whole of a Billion Knives. You can get that book on Amazon.com. It's science fiction, Whole of a Billion Knives, The Odyssey of Dr. Paul Price. And like I said, while writing that book, I had to do a lot of research. So in researching quantum physics, I ran across MIT home courseware. And I started watching Dr. Strang and Feynman lectures, and the calculus of it and linear math aspect of quantum mechanics is kind of started putting the whole puzzle piece together. And during the course of these lectures, I didn't want to be a jaded person, as my character is jaded and is fixated in one idea. like my character had become. So I said, I'm going to compare and contrast. So I started watching the Royal Academy lectures, from Cambridge, and started watching Berkeley lectures, Princeton lectures, Harvard lectures, I started to see where the enigmas were in quantum mechanics and where the paradoxes were, like the zeta function, the Riemann zeta function, and the disunity of math itself. I also started, listening to and watching lectures by mathematicians, and they're extremely meticulous. And all of these ambiguities and such as the inability to unify special theory of relativity with quantum mechanics, and the quanta of the mechanical aspect of the particle is based on field interpretations. Now, all of these field interpretations are they're abstract interpretations. They're not real interpretations of the real, and that perplexed me. I was like, why are we utilizing an abstract notation to equate a factual happenstance, or exactly happenstance, because a lot of the universe is happenstance. It's an action that just happened to stand before us and be witnessed. What I'm trying to say is that it's an impossibility to rectify the quantum world with special relativity due to the fact that the very way of recording the measurements is in abstract notation. When we're trying, you can't abstractly notate a factual occurrence, and you'll never be able to combine abstract with reality. Abstract art is abstract art due to the fact that it's the interpretation of that vision can be is a multiplicity. It can't be rectified. That fundamentally is an Achilles heel of mathematics. So in that quandary literally put me in the hospital. I had an aneurysm, 3 subdural hematomas, thinking about that puzzle over and over and over again. Why can't it be resolved? And I saw the reason it couldn't never be resolved, because the reason was it's oil and water. It's never going to mix. Even you'll never come to a conclusion based on those based on what we're currently working with, the conjecture, the hypothesis. The hypothesis can never be concluded with special relativity. And Einstein saw where he started to become angst, and I mean not angst, but frustrated. And that was due to the methods being utilized to record his genius. You know, he's right, 100%. Special relativity does exist at the quantum level, but you can't apply special relativity to an abstract method of notation. It's an impossibility. So, and I literally saw where that was impossible, because when you try to when you're plotting your vectors and you're stating that the universe is a flat space curvature, all of that's topological. We're not on a topological plane. We literally exist as volume. And when you exist as volume, you can't be calculated topologically. That's a flat space. And the only way Einstein could get his idea across was to utilize the abstract topological tool of saddles and spheres and it's all Euclidean geometry. It's all Newtonian physics, and it's all Einstein's special and general relativistic formulations. It's 100% real. All of those contributions of reality are real, mathematically calculable. You can calculate it 100% factually, logically. Now when it comes to fields and particles and the duality of such, it was stated that the field collapses into a particle due to observation. And I saw the fallacy in that. It's not a fallacy, it's just an incomplete understanding of what particles are, what we are. And the complete understanding is particles don't exist at all. There are no particles whatsoever. Absolutely none. You know, how can I say that particles don't exist when we can literally touch ourselves and feel and see objects right in front of us and avoid potentially harmful objects, and these objects gain mass, the matter gains mass as it approaches velocity relative to a stationary object. Well, these stationary objects and mass, or matter in itself, are composed 100% of field.